Historically, there should be a waterway running down Elizabeth Street, and that's no longer happening because we've got a road, and so the natural system that should be flowing there isn't, and the water that does end up running down there is heavily polluted. So what we wanted to propose was a way of bringing that water into the site, consuming it in the building, and creating effectively a closed loop where water is contained and reused for many purposes.
Stormwater that is falling through the Elizabeth Street catchment would be rediverted to a stormwater storage tank underneath the building. This water is then pumped up. That forms the cascading effect, so water can be gravity fed, and through this gravity fed process it's cleansed and then being able to be used for grey water purposes as well as the production of food. And then also looking at aquaponics where we could cultivate fish as well. So once it's been cleansed, it would then go into a treated water storage, which is then readily accessible for the building itself. If there was any surplus, we'd love to think that this idea could expand and not only be limited to the building itself, but also a community of buildings that exist within this area of the city.
Being on the edge of the CBD, it creates a really interesting dynamic where one half of the building will be facing south, facing towards the CBD, and we think that creates a really good opportunity for commercial that would actually have a good interface with the CBD, so offices, etc. And then on the other side of the building, on the north side, we think would be more appropriate for housing, so where they can actually get the benefits of the passive solar gain that you get being on the north side, and these wonderful views out northwards across the top of the market. And then we thought this could be where the plants that are cascading down the front of this building would perfectly go, that are being fed by the water that's been pumped up to the top of the building and running down that north face.
So from the Queen Victoria Market, you're not necessarily looking at a glass wall. You've got these water gardens that you would be engaging with, and then beyond that is the city. And as it tiers up, it meets the city to try and stitch that urban fabric together.